The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Zips will put toe to leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I called shotgun.
Offside, defense.
He didn't
Shab
say I
shab.
called shotgun. You said I have shotgun.
I really hope you guys can hear this
That's
in the
just a
background.
mental error. On defense, you
Just
gotta
argue
watch
for
the ball.
shotgun.
I understand the quarterback shouting,
Kinda
and
nostalgic.
clapping, and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
To the air on 2nd down.
Oh, nope, that's bad.
They're
Oh.
working on the left side. They'll get the first down. and
Laura
spot it on
Croft,
the
Tomb
49.
Raider.
That's just a very easy, comfortable
Double
throw
wing
for the
action.
quarterback. He knows he has his big target.
Wear
the
him
tight
down,
end,
boys.
Running
Wear
across
him
the
down.
field on the drag. Nice play.
They did, they honked.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun.
Not bad.
Stop
That's
behind
bad.
the line. He'll lose a yard.
Nothing there. It's okay.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see Lyman losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Yep.
And the 3rd
Wow.
down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end
Get going.
expecting throw.
There we go, good
and that's
punt.
how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
No, not how I'm set
The
up,
Zips
but you know what?
offense will go to work for the first time. And David,
Things
they've
can
got
always
a
go as
tight
we
end
want.
who might not be a
Let's kill these
superstar,
guys.
but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do
need to think about my
a
chess
lot
piece
of
more.
things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
Great.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches
the
and
hell's
some big
pushing?
moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense
Oh,
is keying on
I was
him.
right there.
They know
What
that's
happened?
where the quarterback's
Press the
eyes are
X.
going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to
There we
step up.
go.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Grab through the middle. It's Adams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, dear.
Wide open downfield.
How did that happen?
Gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
If I lose to Akron again, I'm going to
Zips are on
be
the
pissed.
move. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's
Get
Adams.
home.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Good.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He'll pull it on the read. Creates a little
What the
room.
fuck, guys?
It's a running
Where were
play.
you going?
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they
This is not. I can already feel this game getting out of hand.
And the Zips are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes
Wow.
it in for the score.
Akron scoring on the first
Touchdown,
drive.
Zips.
Not a good sign.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jesus Christ. What is going on?
Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the tight end.
Fuck, they are picking me apart.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Jesus.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the quick
What
shuffle
the
pass
hell?
underneath. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Zips have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. The throw. And the timing just a hair off.
I didn't beat again.
Wow, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Zips lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you...
Turning it on. Makes it pass.
Defense. Come on.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What?
How are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing, May?
Who are you playing with?
No one. Yes.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch right in the middle
Wow.
of the danger
Good job,
zone.
Tamale.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Tamale.
I'll tell you, this
You
slot
savage.
receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They get him stopped,
All right.
but the big
Here we go,
gain has
Lobster.
him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll try to snap it quickly. Caught in the back.
Oh my God, get a block, guy.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Again, he's now thrown 20 interceptions. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got a man. It's Newell. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll try to sneak it. The Zips pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at at the 13.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle.
Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Tempo and overdrive.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Unloads to the right. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice game. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone.
You've got to be kidding me.
Makes the play. It's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. There's one-man miss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Here he goes. He's at the touchdown zip. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down on the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. The give on the inside. Got it inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and you can see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? First and goal from the 2. This offense will take it.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just...
There he goes! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Punch it out of the air. Offense lining up quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. It's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
going right to work up top. Dumps it to the back. Got him in the open. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Zips! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fierce pressure. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Punt is in the air. They'll get him correct. Down at about the 19-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
This time on target. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this around.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Turning it on! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They want to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And it's caught. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Davis. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. And some room to work.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snagged in the middle. It's Newell. At the 35, he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Zips are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6. And the Zips kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Akron! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over San Diego State.
To the air on first down.
The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep.
I was
and they
literally...
wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Leaves it with the back.
What is going on?
And he'll lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Zips pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Zips. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Davey.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
He lost one down the sideline.
Wiseman.
That'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. Nightmare is alive. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they